video, you will learn how to use sources and AI tools with integrity, the basics of citations, and the basics of AI acknowledgement statements. To put together thoughtful, well-informed assignments, it's likely that you'll need to consult research outputs to build your knowledge. It's also likely that you'll encounter artificial intelligence tools that can aid you in completing your work. While both sources and AI tools can be valuable resources in your process, it's important to approach utilizing them with academic integrity in mind, so that you don't accidentally participate in academic misconduct. To achieve ethical and transparent use of these resources, you will need to use citations and acknowledgement statements. Including citations in your work matters because citations show that you are informed about your topic, distinguish your work and ideas from the work of others, help the readers locate your sources, and help you use sources with integrity by giving credit where credit is due. While we often refer to citations generally, there are some specifics you should know before approaching writing. There are different styles of citations that change the format of the citations themselves. Certain styles are commonly used in some disciplines. So you might find all of your psychology classes require APA style, while your history classes require Chicago style. The appropriate citation style should be listed in the syllabus or in your assignment instructions. You will also typically need to include both in-text citations and longer versions in a list at the end of your document. The in-text citations are designed to show specific places in your writing where you utilized information from a source, and these can be in multiple forms, including numbers and author date, depending on the style. These in-text citations will correspond to a matching, longer citation in the reference list, which are intended to give the reader more information about the source, allowing them to find it for themselves. Let's look at an example of citing the same article in two different citation styles. First, let's look at APA. When cited in text, you would write the author last names and dates in the sentence where the information was used. For example, climate change is likely to increase occurrences of extreme weather events. Lee and Zhao, 2021. The reference list would be titled References, and the full text citations would be organized alphabetically and formatted like this. If instead you were using IEEE format, you would use numerical in-text citations instead. In the sentence where information from this article was presented, you would put X, X being the order of citation. For example, if you had already cited 3 papers, you would write, climate change is likely to increase occurrences of extreme weather events. 4. The reference list would be titled References, and the full text citations would be organized in order of citation and formatted like this. To learn more about how to cite different types of sources, handle long author lists, or missing information, you should refer to the Academic Integrity Guide, which will provide information on the most popular citation styles. You can also visit the Writing and Study Skills Centers for detailed resources on citations. If you search for records in the UNB catalog, you can also find citations for each record by clicking on the Cite button and selecting the appropriate citation style. You might also be interested in utilizing a reference manager like Zotero to store and organize your resources. To learn more, see the UNB Library's Guide on Zotero. Make sure you double-check generated citations for any errors. Acknowledging the use of AI tools. The first step in using AI tools with integrity is making sure your instructor allows AI use in the classroom. Even if AI use is allowed within a class, at UNB, passing AI-generated work off as your own is academic misconduct. To avoid doing this, even accidentally, you should include a statement as to how you utilized AI in your assignment. This statement might include the name of the tool used, a link to the tool, the use of the tool, your prompts, and you could even include the outputs as an appendix if appropriate. Here is an example template. Here is an example of an AI acknowledgement, but please check with your professor about their preferences. I acknowledge the use of ChatGPT to generate materials for background research and self-study for this assignment. I entered the following prompt on 7 April 2023. Write a 250-word summary about the history of the Kamloops Indian Residential School. Add 2 references. The original output was adapted and modified for the final response. A copy of the original output is attached with my assignment. In this video, you have learned how to use sources and AI tools with integrity, the basics of citations, and the basics of AI acknowledgement statements.